where it just goes real.
Just come by, holler, and give me a call, we'll work out something.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll do that. And what I was thinking is that, I've been cutting the grass like every 2 weeks,
Yeah,
and it gets pretty high
yeah.
in 2 weeks. So I'm thinking maybe if I start cutting it every week, it'd be a lot easier.
Maybe I can give you.
Easier on the mower too, you know.
Yeah, maybe I can give you a hand with that. I'll be willing to try to do that.
Volunteer.
Yeah.
You know, I have learned so much attending these meetings. I learned about home invasion. I didn't know what a home invasion was, that you're in the house and somebody comes in and makes you show them where your riches are. But I didn't know that, you know. And other people, some people, I mentioned that too, they didn't know it either. So, but I have learned so much. I appreciate that too.
And that's a crime.
And speaking of that, just FYI, they're going to start having the police advisory board again. And I was talking at the Night Out Against Crime, when I was talking to Victor Webb about it first. And then this other little lady, I can't think of her name, but she lived down in Turtle Hill. And see, because they cut it out for whatever reason, that was really, it was a wonderful place to go, to the board meeting, because then you could, in addition to the meeting here, then we could share what is going on in our areas. And so we had two places to, to bring the information up. So I don't know why they quit it, but and I don't know why they're bringing it back other than because of bad press, police. And so they're wanting to get people to get it back. So you can, that's just a FYI. Because we used to go every month.
Okay, the police advisory board has been revitalized.
He said that they would let us know when the meetings was so I guess Victor is gonna have something to do with it.
I have an announcement from Mary Booth. She's having an estate sale at 1220 Washington. She's doing this for her deceased neighbor, I guess I should say the nieces of her deceased neighbor. And she's having it this Saturday from 9, she said, till probably 5 or 6. And she did mention that there are some records there. There'll be a lot of them, and whatever records don't sell. She said, Mr. Sweeney, Michael Sweeney said he knows you, Chester. He's at the Gym Theater, and said to tell you hello. But anyway, whatever records don't sell, he's going to take to the Gym Theater. And she said these are the old ones like Dizzy Gillespie, and she said Sarah Vaughan and some of those people. But anyway, she didn't give me any ideas as to how much any of the things for sale, and she just mentioned that she had been marking them. And she said she's going to have it this Saturday and then the following Saturday. I guess it all depends on what she, how much she sells this Saturday.
Might not have anything to play the records on. Might not have anything to play the records on. If they're those vinyl records.
Probably so.
They've come back.
They're back now.
They're back now?
They're back, yes.
They're very
Yes.
good. When you can get some of those, that's good. It's a
Yep.
good thing. Yeah, they're back. What goes around
Comes around. Nothing new under the sun.
Make money.
Money.
Yeah,
Money.
that's everybody can buy the record players.
Those older records
Sells them too.
are real valuable now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because they're-
It's collectors that they'll pay good money for.
Got a ton of them too. Yeah, I said it for years.
Well, that's what Mary's going to have.
Did you bring the information from the
What?
executive board?
She's going to have an estate sale.
Do you have it?
No, I just sent you those copies. I sent one to Chester. Did you get the executive board meeting that we held at our house Monday? I sent it to you.
She got records.
I typed it up.
Whatever.
Okay.
She doesn't sell Michael Sweeney.
right.
That new business that you going?
Strugglers Hill Executive Board meeting on August the 8th. Executive Board met at Hall and Carol Newton's home. Chester was unable to attend. Meeting opened with the prayer by Hall. And the following was discussed. First one, priority. We need the office of secretary to be filled, and we need more active participation from members of our neighborhood. So Clifford said some of his classmates have volunteered to become honorary members. There's one right there, Mr. Charles Slaughter.
All right, good.
Guest speaker for our meeting Thursday evening is Richard Mabian, president of NAACP, which we have. Grant writers, we're continuing to follow up on leads on grant writers. We are working on identifying whether it would be more feasible for us to apply as an LLC or to continue to pursue obtaining a 501c3. And Clifford said he believes the LLC would be more practical because it's less expensive and it does afford you the tax exempt status. Suggestions for future speakers is Arthur Tucker from the Landmark Forum and Battalion Chief Paul Jones. And that was what we discussed in the meeting.
Did I do good?
Well, I have to check, because I don't look at my emails.
Well, I have-
What and could you send it to me again, and I'll
Okay.
just attach that to the minutes?
Okay, that'd be good.
Okay,
Yeah.
just,
I'll send it to you.
okay, he'll just send it to me, and I'll attach it to this, okay.
Does anybody, go ahead, I'm sorry.
And, well, if we want to discuss some of this, for instance, the grant writers. We had strategic planning a couple of years ago we started into, and grant writers were part of that. Everybody know what grant writers do. You know, we get grants from different sources, but none of us are really grant writers. Now, I have written, me and Chester have written, we got the grants written to get the lawnmower, stuff like that, but that's not like writing grants. Our webmaster, Scott Lemon, suggested that we try to get the Kansas Humanities Heritage Grant, and he feels like it'll go right along with our website. Well, that's one grant I'm thinking of. We're also planning on developing the property we have to give the kids a playground, or soccer field or something like that, which we discussed in the meeting, which we get grants to help do that, since we already own the property. And I know Tom is not too.
Yeah, now I'm hoping you don't get no daggone grant writers.
The
I was
priority
gonna help you with something there, but I ain't gonna help you
is
now.
getting people. That's,
Yeah, priority is getting members.
yeah, that's the
Yeah.
priority.
And I think as it is now, we have, as far as our neighborhood members are concerned, we probably have just about our max. And that's one reason that I had suggested honorary members, people that don't live in the neighborhood anymore, that would like to participate and help us out.
So do you have an application to give to new persons that move into the neighborhood?
We
a
don't
young
have any
man.
application.
There's a young man that just moved across the street from me. He seems to be, concerned. He kind of watch out for everybody around him. So I thought maybe you know, if we could,
But the best application would be having, come to a meeting and see what we're doing and,
You know, one of the things that I might, you know, is to have twice a year a neighborhood membership drive. A significant neighborhood membership drive, twice a year. And have it put on radio, advertised on radio. And have it kind of like, Why Belong, Come Back. What's the funny name of that, Why Belong, Come Back?
Put it on the
Come-
radio for
Put it on the radio.
Strawberry City,
Huh?
for just this area here or for
Yeah,
all?
no, just for this area.
Oh.
Because you got a lot of people who moved from this area, from our area, don't know nothing about this neighborhood association.
Well, I guess not, because they have their own.
So they got their own, but they don't even attend that either, maybe. But they might see have some vested interest as children as to why they can come back and make a difference.
well, that's one of the ideas.
Showing that picture that you got of what Strawberry Hills is doing with the garden and other things at that meeting. And it'll have to be planned and worked up. But Why Belong, and come back. And they can come back and show that they wanna do something and see something happen
He could be the chairperson.
within their organization. I don't need the chairperson, nothing.
Yeah. Well, I think that you sound like you have the feel for it.
Well, one of the things that we can use, Tim, that's an excellent idea, is that we have not utilized the website. We've got a fantastic website.
That's right.
And,
You do.
you know, that,
We do.
I mean, that's just throwing it out, but, no, you know, that's what we need, is different ideas of different people.
That's right, we do.
And you never know what's gonna work until you try.
And you never know, you know, people listen to the radio now more than you think. And,
Well,
you know, like, for instance, on a KPRT or whatever it is, and on the religious station there, 1590, and particularly on Saturday afternoon, sometimes I listen to it, and they have different talk shows on there, and on Oprah Blankenship show. You know, and believe it or not, she's still around with her
that's what I
show.
was gonna say, she's still living.
Yeah, she's still living, and got her show, still got her show. And so, you know, and you can talk about this thing and talk about, and you know, things are not big unless you believe they're
Yeah,
big.
yeah. I think he's got,
I
I think you need to, that would be good.
Yeah, that'd be extra twice a year. 90.1, you know. we got-
Exactly,
we get-
90.1.
yeah, we look up that, you know.
Yes, I listen to that, yeah.
Yeah.
You hear a lot of stuff on the
Four-
radio.
4 to
you
5
hear on
now.
TV. Yeah.
Well, I think besides just getting the people, we need to work on keeping them. We've had people come 2 or 3 times and we
True.
don't see them anymore. And I know probably various reasons, but I know some people that, for some reason or other, I don't know whether one of us might have said something that ticked them off or what. I know with one person, that lives in the area, I know why they didn't come back anymore. But, you know, when you just look around and you look up and hear somebody and everybody welcomes them and everything, find out where they live, and then they might come back 2 or 3 times and that's it.
Well, that's the one thing about my classmates, all of them used to stay down this area,
Yeah,
all of them.
yeah.
And that's what I said, like I said, explain that to them, look, you know what I'm saying, come back and help us out.
That's right.
That,
Come along, come back.
you know,
Yeah.
on that note, the Everetts, I found out the Everetts moved, I think, about a week or so ago.
Oh, okay,
Live down on,
that's the couple that
Yeah,
Mary brought.
they came to, no, the Everett's is the one lived over on Freeman is the one that came in looking for something. When they got what they wanted, they didn't come back, and that's the bottom line on them. The man and wife lived over on Freeman, that's the bottom line on them.
Are
They
they the
could
people
stay,
that,
as far as I'm concerned. where-
are they the ones that Mary?
No,
Booth said,
no,
well,
no,
Mary
Mary Booth's not recommending them. He called when they got a problem at his house, and because he was the one who was putting flyers out, out of years ago, he put a flyer in, he took that trash out of his fence. But anyway, he called and had a problem. If you remember, he had that
Yeah.
tree hanging over his house.
Mhm.
And we got the tree problem settled,
Mhm.
and he quit coming. He had another excuse, that's all he wanted, didn't come back. Sucker.
Well, you know, you gonna have people like
That's
that.
terrible.
You know, you got people like,
True.
and I don't wanna out people's names, but you got people like who can make a contribution to the organization, even if it's made every now and then. You take a guy like, and I don't wanna out people's names, but you take a guy like Ralph Cairo. Ralph Cairo is from right down here in this area, right? Cairo has had a pretty good life, I understand. You know, and has been pretty successful. And there's quite a few others. It's not just Ralph, I know some other of my classmates. I didn't even come from this area. I was out on 7th Street. Which is still the northeast area then, because you couldn't go past 9th Street.
It's the northeast area.
But I wasn't in this particular area of the way it's sectioned off now, that's what I'm
Did
saying.
you bring
It wasn't in the Strugglers Hill area.
More than Struggles Hill, they had the 10th Street area, 7th Street area, 5th Street area. Oh, it's great. 3rd Street area.
Ms. Coleman?
Did you bring the information on the people that won the bicycles and the raffle?
I sure did.
Oh,
It's something.
Ms. Coleman, speaker.
I have benefited from
Uh,
the services. About 3 months ago, remember the attorney from the legal aid, remember, passed out the flyer. Just day before yesterday, I was blessed to get the written will